This is my secret Roblox account, and in 1 week I made over 8,000 Robux. And this is because I risked all my limiteds for one item. It's time to show you exactly what happened. The first trade was a downgrade for the perfectly legitimate fedora. Now this fedora usually gets around a 500 overpay, so usually you want at least 5,000 for it. Now I think that legit did drop, so it actually used to be 5,000 itself, which is why it says that I gained 1,000 Robux when I really only gained 500 at the time. I downgraded into 3 items that are not bad. The Winwood egg is kind of low demand, so I would want a little bit more for that, but honestly, if it's 3,000 and legit it's like 3,800, the difference is not that much. When you're trading, that is a very good way to know if a trade is good or bad. But yeah, that's 500 Robux right there. We got a free upgrade into the oozing Oscar. The reason why this trade
is so good
is because it is a 4v1. The reason why 4v1s are so good is because since you're giving 4 items, that's the most you can put, you're upgrading a ton of items. And the fact that I'm upgrading these items for free and I'm gaining Robux and I'm getting a bigger item is simply just crazy. Now we did give us some Robux, but that's okay because we had plenty. And the oozing Oscar does look pretty nasty, but it gets around 20 sales a day, so it's actually not even that bad. The next trade was a free upgrade into the Ruby Serpent Mummy mask. Now this item is kind of low demand, but we are giving 3 egg items that are not really worth much. So in theory, this trade is actually not even that bad. We're gaining 100 Robux for an item that is actually on the rise. So am I complaining? No, not really. And although it does look pretty bad, it gets around, I'd say about maybe like 1 sale every 2 days. So it's not even like that low demand. This was a great trade. Now we got a very fair downgrade for Anubis's Burger Boost. Since Burger Boost is 1,364, we would want around a 100 to 50 or 200 OP. So 170 is right in the middle of that too. And we're getting 3 items and none of them are eggs. So this makes this trade even better. Now 57 Robux is not really all that. So be careful if you're not really getting a lot of Robux in a trade and it's like fair, because if you're getting the least that you want for your item, then 57 Robux is not really going to help. But please keep that in mind. The next trade was a 1v1 for the ultimate victory. So the Ruby Serpent has been rising a lot, and at this time this was actually a fair trade for it. The reason why I did this trade was because, okay, I'm giving the same priced item for another priced item, but this looks way cooler and I get Robux. So I was thinking, okay, I would have a way better chance of trading this off instead of this off. So I made the exchange. It's okay to do bad trades if you're getting a better item. That's just my general opinion. And remember, at the time, this was a fair trade, but Ruby Serpent has been raising, so it's kind of a different trade now. But don't worry, I actually traded Ruby Serpent off. The next trade was with Valorant anti-cheats. We got a 1v1 overpaid for Katana Traveling Pack, but we did have to give 200 Robux, which is probably why I actually got so much of a win here. We did do a 1v1 and we're just getting a bigger item. So in theory, this is just a great trade. The only downside is that we gave 200 Robux, but I'm not even sure. When you do look at Tortega, it is kind of declining just a little bit. It went from 1,500 all the way to 700. So keeping this item may not be the smartest idea, but it's good that we were able to lowball. Another Robux win was a 1v1 and we got the extra large football head. We gave the Nars holographic bag. Now, I don't know why people want Robux so much, but if you look at this, man, we are winning a 1v1 and we're gaining 212 value or Robux. This is a great trade because we're giving up our Robux, but we're getting a wrap win. That is all that matters. Always keep Robux in trading because Robux is very, very important. Now this trade was kind of crazy. We gave ultimate victory and we got a whopping 500 overpay. Remember when I gave the Ruby Serpent for ultimate victory? Well, it turned out very good because we gained 500 wrap. I still don't know how I got this trade. Maybe ultimate victory was projected at the time and I was able to flip it, but this trade was insane. So I have no idea who did this trade, but you are an idiot. Now this is where the video starts to get a little bit crazy. I gave 4,000 for this projected item. You might think, okay, Lontori, why would you give 4,000 Robux for an item that's projected and it's only 8K? Well, it's because I know that I'm a master at trading projecteds. So let's actually take a look at the Noggin Helm, the most racist item on Roblox. Before projection, it was worth around 3,000 to 4,000. So in theory, you always want to check what was this price before. And since this was around 3,000, giving 4,000 is kind of safe because first of all, this doesn't get a lot of sales, so it's not going to drop a lot. And second, it's flippable because you're only giving 4K, you can flip it for 6K, 5K, 8K. You can flip it for however much you want. You just do not want to give more than like 50% of it at all. But every project is different, but I'm going to show you how I flip this into Robux profit. We got a very good downgrade for the Jockman's guitar. The only bad part is that we got this very bad item, the post-apocalyptic whatever. We did get 200 Robux, but we got a 500 value win, which is how much you would probably want for a 4,000 item. This trade is kind of in the middle because post-apocalyptic is kind of just trash. cash. But don't worry, we're going to trade off eventually. The next trade was a trade for the X extra large football head. We got over 200 value. This trade is fair because we're downgrading 800 item, and again, you want around like 100, 200, and 178 is right in the middle of that. So this trade is very, very, very good. We only gave up 10 Robux, so I'm not even tripping. And we did get 2 eggs, which is not good because eggs are not the best items in trading. So honestly, these are going to be a little bit annoying, but that's still going to be okay. As long as they're not projected, I am a-okay. The next trade was an upgrade into the crown of the overseer. There is a reason why this trade is so freaking good. At this time, this is around like a 100 OP instead of 167. But first of all, the overseer is just a aura farming item. Like, take a look at it. This is just so cool. Next thing, its value is 5,400. So when you only overpay like 150, that is a huge win. Items like this could probably get around like a 500 OP. So only giving 150 with 4 demand items is actually not that bad. We actually trade away the Lucky Clover necklace, which is not a good demand item. As you can see, it's very low demand. It's selling under. So getting rid of this was actually the big stake point here. And oozing Oscar is kind of just versatile. Like sometimes it's dropping and sometimes it's rising. I just didn't really want it anymore. So I'm glad that I'm actually getting it off. This trade is very good. The next trade was a 2v1 upgrade into the Ralph Lauren Snow Beach backpack. The reason why this is so freaking good is because we got rid of 2 eggs for this item and we got 200 Robux and it's a free upgrade. Like, how lucky can you get? So when you actually take a look at it, you can actually see that it is not even projected. It's actually falling, which is kind of crazy. Hopefully it starts rising back up in the future, but this used to be worth like 800. Don't know what's been happening, so it's just not really doing good. So getting rid of 2 eggs is a plus in my book. Now, the crazy trade that we did, we gave originally 4K for the Naga helm. In return, we got a valued item and we got a 5,000, which means that since Traffic gets around a 400 OP, we made around 5,600 for Naga helm. This trade was amazing because we only gave 4K and we traded off for around 5,600. So we made around 1,600 in a matter of around what, 2 days? We made 1,600 Robux from flipping this projected item. That is great. That takes a certain level of skill that some people just don't have, and that's just who I am. So now although we got 4 items, 3 of these are small items, so it's just gonna make my inventory even bigger, which is kind of annoying, but it's just worth it in the end. You don't want too many small items because what happens is that when you're trading, you're gonna have so many small items you don't even want to deal with them, so they just stay in your inventory forever, and that can be pretty annoying. So make sure you stay on top of that. The final trade was a free upgrade into the TV. We gave 3 items for 1 item upgrade, and we're gaining 162 Robux. So this trade is just good in general. We gave a egg, and we gave Torch Ega, and we gave Royal Rapid Ears. So this trade is just amazing. A free upgrade is a good upgrade. We could probably take TV and downgrade it for maybe like 2,000. And you always want to think, whenever you get an item, how much can I downgrade this for? Like, you want to understand what you're trading for. Is if the item's low demand, you probably don't want it. You probably have to predict, okay, since I'm getting this item is low demand, I probably won't get as much as I want on it. And when we take a look at TV, we can actually see that TV is actually a pretty good demand item. It gets around 3 sales a day. So it is a very, very famous item. So in a matter of days, by the way, we went from 15,000 value to over 22,000. That is the highest that I've ever made on this account, like ever, which is just insane. Now our inventory is kind of weird. We have a lot of small items, so we have to stay really careful of this. We have Crown of the Overseer, which is our biggest item. We have 2 valued items that are actually looks like they're about to drop, so we have to be really careful about this. But yeah, these small items do have to go because we have around 15 items. You want around 10 items just to keep it compact and neat, because if you have more than 10 items then it gets kind of wonky. But I always like to have around 10 items, and that is why I'm the best trader in the world. Please subscribe.